This is a great story. John Wizerak, one day he's in Wallace Station in the restaurant here in Versailles, and he said to me, "Hey, guess what I did?" He said, "What?" I said, "I just had a baby in a horse, and I'm going to name him Wallace Station after the restaurant." He said, "Oh, that's great." And I said, "John, I know you just had the horse and everything. But I said, if he ever needs retirement, we'd love to have him." So years go by, and I keep a little bit of an eye on Wallace Station. He broke his maiden after 5 or 6 starts and everything. He wasn't a bad horse, but he was never going to be a great horse. And eventually, I think John put him in a claiming race, and he got claimed, and John lost him. Well, then about last year, I get a call from John on a Saturday. He's so excited. He goes, "Michael, it's John Wizerak." I said, "Hey, John, how are you? How's Wallace Station?" He goes, "Well, I got some great news. He ran for $5,000 claiming tag last night at Turfway, and I claimed him, and I'm going to bring him home. Can he still come to the farm?" I said, "Of course." So claimed him on Friday. On Tuesday, here comes Wally. The Wally comes, and then in about another week and a half, Wallace Station came here and catered a picnic for Wally, and they donated all the food, so all the proceeds went to us. And then about a week after, and John told me that the trainer of the horse told him that it was the worst claim he'd ever seen because Wally was in such bad shape. And John said, "No, it's the best claim I ever made." And then about 2 weeks after all that, I get an envelope in the mail with no letter, no nothing, but a check for $25,000 from John Wizerak. So, you get owners like that, and people at Summerwind across the street. I mean, you get those owners involved, and the whole sport all of a sudden changes overnight. I just really fell in love with the animals, and at the end of the day, especially at the bottom level tracks, if you're not performing, they get rid of the horses. So these trucks used to come and say they were going to take these horses to riding academies in Maine, and there must have been 10,000 riding academies in Maine. I never saw one of them. It didn't take me too long to figure out that's not exactly where they were going. These horses earned all this money. Our horses collectively have earned more than $60 million on the racetrack. That's not including what they made in their stud fees and all this other stuff. I mean, if you count all that stuff, then it's up to about $500 million. But look, they earned all this money. Black Tie Affair himself earned just short of $3.5 million on the racetrack. And then they retired. They have no 401k. They have no, they have no Social Security, and hardly seems fair. Like that big brown bale nibble on? Huh? Big Blue? If it wasn't fun, we wouldn't have all the great volunteers that we have that are just the backbone of the whole place. We have some great volunteers. In fact, I hate to use the word volunteer because they come on a regular, they come every day when they're supposed to. They do all the work. I mean, it's just amazing what they do for us. I'm trying to think of a different name because volunteer just doesn't quite capture it. I think ambassador or something like that because they're just amazing. Other thing is people thought, "Oh, don't take stallions, they'll bite people. Don't take thoroughbreds, they're crazy." Look at them. Huh? Again, there's so many great people in the horse racing business. It's just that most of them don't say anything. In some ways, we're like in waste management here, and they're like coal companies. They think for years you could just dump them into the stream, and who cares what happens to the environment? Well, all of a sudden somebody steps in and says, "Hey, wait a minute. I don't think you should be dumping that stuff into the stream. It's not very healthy for anybody." And it's just expedient. And I think that's the way it is with has been with these horses. They could just dump them at the end of their careers and nobody really cared. But now with a lot of different groups all getting together and keeping an eye on some of these horses and making sure that as many of them as possible get a dignified retirement, it's working out great. It wouldn't take much. I mean, as I say, it doesn't take that much. As long as if you change the attitudes.
Oh my, what a wonderful day. Day of sunshine in my way. Snippity-doo-dah, snippity-yay.
I called them up and they didn't donate a penny. So, but that day I decided I very seldom make these kind of proclamations, but that day I decided I wasn't going to ask people for money. I wasn't going to expect people to do what they could do, and I wasn't going to expect people to do what they should do. I was just going to forget all that because it makes your life miserable.
Wonderful day, plenty of sunshine in my way. Sipping doodahs.
Yeah, I mean, you get people that really care about their horses and really, really feel like, what they're that these horses earned every penny, and those that don't. So, and I'm not going to persuade anybody. Nobody's going to be persuaded that, you just do it and whatever they take away from it. But you can't sit down with somebody and convince them that this is a proper thing to do, because they're just if they just look at them as liabilities and not assets, they're just going to head to the garbage pile. But this is a drop in the bucket too. You're breeding 30,000 thoroughbreds every year. This is a drop in the bucket. And all of us put together, all of us, the TRF, and all of it's a drop in the bucket. It's got to be a much better system than what they've got in order. And as I said, it's not complicated and it's not difficult if people want to do it. I called my friend Alan the other day. Alan still writes editorials at the Boston Globe. He's one of my best friends, and we used to go to the racetrack together all the time. And I called him one day and I said, Alan, when's the last time that you were at the Globe and you're walking down the hallway and somebody stopped you and said, you know what, you're doing a really, really great job? He stopped. He said, well, that's never happened. I said, it happens here every day. I mean, people come here every day and say to the people that work here, thank you for taking such good care of these horses. I mean, there's not many areas of this culture now where people are that taken.
Everything is satisfaction, secret to the blossom. Wonderful feeling. Wonderful day. Sipping doodahs. Sunrise.